Hey guys, Gary here, and today we're going to learn how to do backside kickflips on a fingerboard, which is a combination of a kickflip and a backside 180. Okay, before you learn backside 180 kickflips, you're going to want to have a pretty good kickflip. You don't really need it all that good, but if you can kickflip, that'll help. And you also want to be able to do backside 180s. My backside 180s are actually a little weird. I go 90 and then I try to bring it back with my back finger in midair, which works, but if you can do them full rotation, that's even better. But it's actually easier to fully rotate backside flips than it is to do back 180s. So for backside 180 flips, or just simply backside flips, it's weird to take your fingers to go like and make them go like that. So this is the harder way to do the backside flip with your hand parallel to your body, like this. So this is probably the most difficult way to do backside flip. So there's a couple ways that you can practice and make it easier on yourself. The first way is simply to make the board perpendicular to your body, which is like this. So your fingers only have to go like this, and it's much easier on your wrist and for your arm to do a backside 180 like that. So that's the first suggestion. So we're going to get used to having our hand like this and popping our kickflips. Okay, now that we have the fingerboard position like this, where the board's coming toward our body, perpendicular to it, we can suddenly do the backside 180 rotation much easier. So the finger positioning for the backside flip, it all depends on your kickflip position. In my kickflip tutorial, I instruct to put it around here, so you can easily flick off the board. But if you're more advanced at doing kickflips, you might be able to do your kickflips like this, which is what I have my fingers as, because I feel like I have more control of more fingers on the board. So put your front finger in the kickflip positioning, and your back finger just square over the tail for a good pop. The backside 180 rotation should come easily if you're doing the right motion with the flip. Okay, first off, there are two ways to do a backside flip. The first way is to do it more like a varial flip motion, which is a kick flip and a pop shove it. Because the board's already doing the rotation, all you have to do is rotate your fingers. Now I find it really awkward to do it this way because when I do a varial flip, the board tends to flip faster than my hand spins. So what happens is when I go like this, the board happens to overflip. But if you're good at this method, you should try it. You should try both and see which one you're good at. So I'm going to demonstrate the more varial flip full rotation method. So what I'm doing there is I'm letting the board rotate and flip on its own, and then I flip my fingers like this. The varial flip is basically like a pop shove it and a kick flip together. So if you can do the varial flip, that method might work for you. The advantage of it is that you have full rotation right from the land. Here's the second way. The second way is landing your ollie, or kick flip in this case, at 90 degrees or more and doing a backside flip that way. So there's a very slight reverb. Now, the reason why I prefer that method isn't because of the style and the way it looks, but it's easier to get it consistent for me because I find that I catch my kick flips around the halfway point. With varial flips, I tend to flip them, to shove them very quickly in terms of rotation. So the key is landing your kick flips like this at 90 degrees or more. When I say or more, you can land them like that, and all you have is just a tiny little pivot. I've gotten them over the years a lot more rotated, so there's a very, very slight rotation. If I ever need to clear an obstacle or do them into a manual, I'll switch to the varial flip method to get full rotation. So here are a few of the second method, backside flips. Okay, now that we've got the basic premise of it down, we're going to try to take them with our body parallel to the board. Now you can still do a little cheating here, because it's still awkward for our fingers to go like this, and you're forced to land on your fingertips. It's easier if you're landing on, more of your finger for the backside flip. So what I like to do is just, if you're sitting or you're standing, you just tilt your body a little bit this way. So now I have a little bit of the shoulder in the camera. You can see that it's a little easier on my fingers to do the backside flip. So body positioning is important for this trick. Okay, same thing here. Whether you're doing the more varial flip type motion or you're doing the mostly rotated version with the slight revert, we can start to do backside flips and practice them in this position. So it's the same thing as before. As you get better with the second method, you're going to find that you're not actually going to be doing as much revert as you think you are. As long as you visualize full rotation, but you imagine catching it at the halfway point, you're going to find that your backside flips become a lot smoother. Okay, so here's the first method, and here's the second. Okay, another way of doing the backside flip is like this. You start already in the fakie position after doing a frontside 180 ollie, let's say, and now you have a backside flip like this. This is a comfortable way to land the backside 180, but it's a rather uncomfortable way to start. That's why I didn't start with it. But this is also a backside flip because it's doing a back 180 and you're doing a kickflip. I find it's much easier to do the back 180 in this position, and it's also good because you're landing in regular, so you can do a fakie trick or a switch trick right afterwards. This is almost the same thing as the other methods. You can do your kickflip like that and revert it, or you can do the more varial flip, full rotation method. They both work fine. It's a great trick, and there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can do it from the perpendicular, you could do it parallel, or you could also do it from the fakie position. So enjoy this trick. Now that you learned backside flips, you can probably take it down gaps, downstairs. It's a tough trick because there's rotation involved to get it into grinds and manuals, but if you are going to do it into grinds and manuals, it's probably better to start from this position just because you'll end up landing in this. You can also try backside 360 kickflips, which is a really hard trick, but I also have a trick tip on that, which you can click on the screen right now. Alright, thanks for watching my trick tip. I hope you get backside flips and put a video response if you get them really well. Thanks.